Alright, chat. I've been trying to get in for the past few minutes. I can't. Sorry, I got morning nose issues. One thing, Bungie did release a trailer for, you know, Europa. So we can go over that real quick. So let's do that.
What have you seen out there? Look beyond the frozen wasteland. Europa is a place of many mysteries. Do not lose your way.
All these darkness structures, though?
We all come to this moon looking for answers. What do you hope to find here?
That's Varric speaking, by the way?
Europa has been home to darkness for some time now.
Oh my god.
Its history could be the key to our fight.
Wait, was that like a...
Help me unlock it. History time now.
Sorry.
Its history could be...
Is this Ada 1? Like a frame of Ada 1? I don't know what that is. Is that like Darkness Influence, or is that like Vex?
the key to our fight. Help me unlock it.
Also those weapons though. Looking pretty pog. Got a rocket launcher in there. Okay, so an enemy uses the Titan ability. Got a new grenade launcher.
The deepest secrets
Is that a heavy machine gun?
Europa
Oh!
are now
There's like the puzzles
the
in,
deepest secrets of
for those of you
Europa
guys that have done the Divinity Quest, that's similar to the puzzles for the Divinity Quest.
are now within our grasp.
You just summon the thing too, okay. So I got, ooh! Oh my god! Okay. And that was... So those are probably bosses. That's inside the darkness structure. That's an attack. And then that was a Vex gate. So that was that. I'm hyped. I excite. But we still can't get in. Uh-huh. I'm gonna exit out. So yeah. Varix is back. Confirmed. And he sounds like he's a good guy? I don't know. They're probably gonna explain a whole lot with him. But interesting. Very interesting. They didn't really go over like any of the stasis stuff because, like, you know, they have been. But it was cool to see more of Europa. But the way it's panning out, I would like to think, well, it seems very much so that there's going to be more than just Europa, you know? and I'm cool with that. Very much cool with that, because like it seems to be a Forsaken sized expansion. At least like the scale and size of this thing, because Bungie's website has also been updated a little bit, and it goes over the Europa locations. You know, got Eventide Ruins, got Asterion Abyss, Cadmus Ridge, Cherion's Crossing, and then beyond. Eventide Ruins is this area right here. Once home of thousands of settlers, and now all that remains of Clovis Bray Colony. Asterion Abyss. The Vex structures visible on the surface are only the tip of the iceberg, because there's more to this, which is very interesting, very cool. Cadmus Ridge, snowy landscape, and the last known location of the buried Bray Exoscience facility. Interesting. You got Cherion Crossing. Charon Crossing, the site of Europa's communication center, and the origin of distress signals sent by Varix. So there's that. That's the giant satellite dish we saw in every trailer. And then beyond, an old friend awaits us in this clearing that overlooks the conflict between light and dark. And you know where the pyramid is and all that. Something tells me we probably start here. There's probably gonna be like maybe 2 landing zones, probably one here, and then one here, maybe 3 actually. That'd be cool. But something tells me that at the beginning we're gonna start here or whatever. We're way down, talk to Varix or whatever, and then a majority of the stuff is probably gonna be here. But then I think the raid is probably going to be somewhere in here, because it's near the pyramid ship. But then we got to go to the Deepstone Crypt, right? So I wonder where that is. It's probably would probably be near the Exoscience facility, so maybe around here. That'd be cool. Other than that, yeah, the Europa seems pretty big. But I feel like we're gonna get another destination. You know how kind of like how we have the whole thing with like with Forsaken we had the Tangled Shore, but then we also have the Dreaming City. So I don't know. We'll see. Looks very good though. See if we can get in. We cannot. Don't know what it is. Don't know what's up. But I want to get in. Oh, Bungie put on Twitter that we'll be able to log in until 11 a.m. I'll let my people know. Okay. Well. You know what? I'm gonna let me get my friend in here. You guys know where we are. And Just gonna watch the. I'm gonna have her watch the trailer, and then we'll probably just talk about it. Talk about stuff. You know. It's bad that I've been like still trying. I was out of habit, sorry. I'm just checking a bunch of stuff right now. 1 second, chat.
trailer loaded up on YouTube. I'm just letting it buffer all the way.
Okay. For sure. Yeah, I've already like gone over it for my stream, but like, 'cause it was like we were waiting for, because this was before I found out that like it wouldn't be back up until like 11. So
Which is super bummer because I probably could have taken another call and like pushed my lunch out a little bit.
yeah, maybe.
I'm like, dang. But it's fine.
Yeah.
So, are you streaming right now?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
Okay. So I was like, man, I gotta stuff something in my face really fast. And so I just threw a bunch of mushrooms and cheese and herbs and tomatoes in a bowl and microwaved it, and
Nice.
it's surprisingly delicious.
Well, there you go. So yeah,
So have you watched it?
I have watched the whole thing. I'll be watching it with
Okay.
you. So like,
Okay.
so I can see like what you're reacting to and everything. This trailer is really hype, and then the Bungie website like has been updated a little bit to like give more Europa information as well. So we'll go over that too.
Do I look okay?
Okay.
I thought a visual would be fun.
Right. You're fine.
I'm so ready.
Oh yes.
All right, should I play it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna like sync it up. So,
Oh yeah.
all right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
What have you seen out there? Look beyond the frozen wasteland. Europa is a place of many mysteries. Do not lose your way.
Oh.
We all come to this moon looking for answers.
Saw those weird enemies next to the Vex?
Do you hope
did.
to find here?
Europa has been home to darkness for some time now.
That Breach facility though.
Its history could be the key to our fight.
It has some really big Portal 2
Help me
vibes.
unlock it.
Oh yeah. Enemy using the Titan Smash ability.
The deepest secrets of Europa are now within our grasp.
Okay, like, are all those little triangles supposed to be like the big ass ships? Was that like a gigantic fucking black crystal?
Yeah, it definitely was.
Those are so huge. Like, I don't even want to think about like how big that is.
Honestly. And then like the whole huge like huge structure and everything. With
I'm gonna die.
oh yeah, it definitely looks crazy because
Oh god.
like because not only did they showcase like the giant crystal like forming and everything, and like the pyramid like little shard or whatever
I mean,
like
I
forming
never
in
would
front
have
of
thought
us,
those
but-
are like puzzle pieces.
yeah, I know, crazy.
Scary.
And then were you there when our group went into Garden of Salvation and tried to figure out like the puzzle for the divinity? Like, you know how we had to like all get connected to that tether or whatever, like the orange tether, we had to like stand in like weird spots.
I think so. Wasn't that a raid?
Yeah, it
Where you had to
was.
step in. Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah, because
That one was fun.
right, yeah, because in the trailer, like towards the end, when like the hunter I think was jumping over the ice wall, there was one of those
yeah.
like orange
I
diamonds.
saw one of those.
Yeah, so I'm thinking
Okay.
of like
Yeah, I
maybe
remember that.
there's some puzzle stuff there with that.
I'm excited about that because usually that means that there's always more than one way to do it.
Exactly.
which means that there's gonna be I could just feel it that there's gonna be like Easter eggs just like hidden
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
I'm sure.
It's gonna be like littered
Yeah,
with fun shit to find.
exactly. Because I feel like even though they didn't show 6 people, I feel like that's either in the raid location or in the raid itself. Because on like in before, at least with like Destiny 1, I think they they had spots where like you could enter areas like in the raid without like actually being in the raid itself, you know? Like
That's cool.
yeah, like-
I like the ability to do that because there's a lot of stuff in games nowadays where you can't get to any of that content unless you have a full party.
exactly.
But if you're like on your own, you're like, well, thanks. Like now I can't go and at least explore or do stuff in there.
Exactly,
So that's interesting.
exactly. So yeah, like it's just really cool because back in Destiny 1 we had like the Dreadnought, which was like Oryx's ship and everything, but like you had to enter like a special part of the ship in order to enter the raid itself, but you could still explore the ship as like an actual destination. So I'm thinking that like we enter like, you know, the place with like where the exos are and everything, because like one of those scenes was like showing like how the exos were like created or whatever, it seems like, because they had like their
Yeah.
own like assembly line and everything. So I think that is like the whole the location where the raid is gonna be, but I just don't think that's the raid itself. I don't think they're gonna show off like parts of the raid yet.
No, I mean even if they do, it could be that one area that we saw that was like a triple tiered area
Yeah,
and have
yeah.
like those really cool blue spindly looking
Yeah,
pieces. That could be just like a single glimpse at like the first room
true.
because that looks interesting how it's platformed out.
Yeah, 100%. Because like it could easily be like the introduction section, like how with the Leviathan when you land, like you have like the door opening part before you actually go inside the raid itself. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or it could just be like a lost sector that they're featuring
Maybe.
too.
that too, because like because I'm gonna give you the link to the updated portion of the Bungie website real quick, and then you can scroll down. Once you get there, you scroll down where it says the Frozen Frontier, and it actually has like the different little Europa locations on there.
Oh, okay, I see it now. So there's Eventide Ruins,
Yep.
there's Asterion Abyss,
Yep.
and Cadmus Ridge.
And then you
Oh, and further down, Sharon's Crossing and Beyond. I like how it's like nothing else, just Beyond.
right, exactly.
Right.
Right,
That sounds a little spooky.
doesn't it?
Uh,
But yeah, when you click on the little pluses, like it gives a little bit more detail.
Okay. Okay. So you've got Eventide Ruin says, once home to thousands of settlers, and now all that remains is Clovis Bray's colony.
Mm.
So we're gonna get a lot more content with Miss Bray.
Yep,
which is
100%.
amazing. I
Yeah,
love her.
because like I feel like this is gonna be where like when you go to Cadmus Ridge, like I'll talk
Mhm.
about this a little more, but I think like somewhere between Eventide Ruins and Cadmus Ridge is probably where the raid is gonna be.
That's probably a really good assumption.
Yeah, because we know it's in the Deepstone Crypt, and the Deepstone Crypt has like something to do with like Clovis Bray anyway. So we'll see.
So I
what's
didn't
up with
notice,
that.
but if you click on one of them, and at
Hey,
the
welcome.
bottom of the little window, there's a little zoom button, and you
Yeah,
get to look
you
at
can like
those
take a
pictures,
look at the screenshots and
which
everything.
is super nice.
Yeah. Oh, everything looks so good.
I'm so excited about a snowy terrain.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Heck yeah. Yeah, the D2
goodness.
servers are down right now. They won't be back up until 11. They had like an extended maintenance. So me and my friend were going over we went over the new trailer, and then we're going over the Europa stuff that was revealed today. So yeah. But
Neat,
yeah,
neat.
like you got Eventide Ruins, and then we have Asterion Abyss. The Vex structures visible on the surface are
Mhm.
only the tip of the iceberg. So this has me think that like the other area we saw where like a majority of the Vex were, I think we
Mhm.
enter through like the Vex structure over here to the left or something.
Yeah, but if you look to the right, there's a lot of craggy like
Oh yeah, that too.
orifices, and I guarantee you there's gonna be stuff in there for us to get into.
Oh, I'm sure. Because like I feel like it's not just like a background piece. I feel like that's an actual like place we might be able to enter. because
Gosh, I'm gonna be so mad if they're like, that's just the background image. It's like, let me go.
right, because like in one of the trailers it shows us like walking across ice. So like I think we're gonna be able to like walk across stuff and like climb stuff. Like
That would be
a lot
awesome.
of that is probably not like background pieces. It might actually straight up be like you can actually walk to these places. Of course, this is just like speculation, but you know, like
Okay.
I feel like we might be able to actually walk up to these places, which is pretty cool.
So this update that's going through it's just hot fixes, right? We're not getting any actual.
Yeah, there is
stuff right now.
it is a hot fix, but then there's also like a small little quest we're gonna have. It's to honor like someone that worked at Vicarious Visions who they were working with when they were a part of Activision, and they recently passed away. So yeah,
That's sad, but also that's really thoughtful to find a way to put that person in there, or maybe an instance that maybe they thought of particularly.
yeah.
Do you know where we're gonna be able to pick up the quest? Is it at the Traveler? Or not Traveler, the tower? Yes, just talk to the
right,
Traveler.
exactly. 100% just land on the Traveler. No, but
I will be your speaker. What?
yes, but I believe from what they said, I think it's gonna take us to like we'll be at the home screen or whatever, and then it'll like prompt us to like go to Mars or something, and that's all they said. So it might be like a little short little thing. I'm not really expecting like a reward or something like that. Maybe like an emblem or something to like commemorate him, but I'm not expecting like some crazy loot or whatever. It's just like an honor mission.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool, pretty nice.
What do you think about the modifications that they're gonna make to ghost shells?
Oh yeah, I haven't actually spoke about that yet.
Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Oh
Then.
no, you're good. I actually wanted to make a little video on it, but like I never got around to it. But for those that don't know, you'll be able to customize ghost shells when Beyond Light comes out, or when Season 12 starts, like right away. Even if you don't have Beyond Light, this is something that's coming within the season itself. So you'll be able to upgrade ghost shells like you can armor. You'll have 10 tiers, and here's the images here. And I won't go into full detail because Twab is already here. You can straight up read it for yourself. You can pause the video and like read everything for yourself. But just to summarize, ghost shells will now have perks that you can select, like mods. They have XP perks. They have well, to be exact, they have experience mods, tracking mod slot, an economic mod slot, and then the activity mod slot, which is the fourth slot you get after masterworking it. And in order to masterwork it, according to one of the community managers on Reddit, they said that it won't require like ascendant shards or anything like that. It'll just it's like masterworking a weapon, and that's how they described it. So like you can use enhancement cores and like legendary shards and glimmer and all that to max it out.
Okay. So like you're gonna see a lot of people who are gonna start
Using their
talking
favorite
about
ghost
like,
shell.
oh, this
essentially.
is the best ghost shell, even though I'm pretty sure that like a lot of their stats aren't, some of them are randomized, right?
Yeah, well, because like the ghost shell itself won't have necessarily stats. It's just like you can basically what they're doing now. Because what's currently in the game right now is like there's the best ghost shell that has like guiding light on it, which is the XP perk. Then you got speed demon, and then whatever else.
Yeah,
Speed
it's whatever
demon
you
is
need it for.
Yeah, exactly, to summon your Sparrow faster. But with this new update, you can use any ghost shell you want, and
and you can upgrade them.
yeah, exactly, and you can have those perks.
That's good.
You can just select those perks, which is really nice.
Whatever ghost shell skin, we'll call it, that you decide to choose then is not going to affect like what you have going on there. So you'll be able to change. Like if I put a whole bunch of stuff on one ghost shell though, and if I switch to another,
you're gonna have to level up a whole new
will the
ghost
stats be the
shell.
same? Okay.
No. Yeah.
So, but if you look at the screenshot, it does say appearance. So it might be
That is
able
true.
to switch the different appearances of like what your ghost shell looks like. And I like how
Maybe.
they use the bat as an example.
Right,
I
exactly.
love that one.
Because leading up to Halloween, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was basically like the crux of the TWAB last week. Yeah, it's really interesting. I can't wait to have this because this is a really nice change. I enjoy this a lot.
This will be really neat.
Oh yeah, and plus in the 4th slot, the activity mod slot, they show one of the new mods that's called Gridded Core Harvest, which has defeating bosses in Vanguard playlist strikes or nightfalls as a chance to award an enhancement prism. So that's really good. Enhancement prisms and like ascendant shards, which you use on like the later end of masterworking your armor. And yeah, that's
Honestly,
gonna
it's
be
really
helpful.
hard to get all of those, so it's going to be really nice to have some way
Oh,
to
yeah.
actually farm that.
100%. Because like if you already have like the legendary shards and like the enhancement cores or whatever to masterwork your ghost shell, you can masterwork one right away. And then if there's already mods in that activity slot, because I know they said that like you will have to like be able
Sorry.
get some like out in the wild. You're fine. But you'll have to get some out in the wild. But there will be mods already like in the ghost shell itself. So hopefully you'll be able to like select some right off the bat.
So
I
that's
think that'd be
interesting.
really
Did
cool.
you see what it said in orange font? That the mod is fragile.
Yeah.
And it'll expire. So do you anticipate that there will be other fragile modifications that will only last per seasons?
I honestly think so too, cause like it seems like sort of like a way of sunsetting these like crazy mods as well, because that's really strong. Like if you already have
Yeah.
your ghost masterworked right off the bat, then and if you just keep this on, you'll be able to farm anything. But since it seems to like last for the whole year, since like it ends at the end of season 15, it seems like each year we're gonna get like new and different crazy mods, so that's pretty cool. That makes things like a lot easier. But yeah, I think it's a way to like, okay, let's cycle in like more like different crazy mods that might be really cool. It also makes me think that like if like they'll reset the energy on the ghosts, because
Oh, yeah.
if not, we'll go into year 5 with an already masterwork ghost, and then you can just put on like the best mods already right away, you know. And like I don't think that would
could be really
fair.
dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. That wouldn't be really fair for people like just joining or whatever, because they want to like join in for
Yeah.
the Witch Queen
To
stuff.
be like, look at my piggy ghost.
Exactly.
He's so small.
Yes. And then towards the end they talk about the quest that we're gonna be having in 5 minutes actually. It says next week, well, which is this week now, we have a tribute going live in game to honor one of our dearest friends at Vicarious Visions who passed away last year, Matt Helsum. The weekly reset will include a director message that will send you to Mars for a short quest to honor Mr. Helsum. He worked closely with teams at both Bungie and Vicarious Visions on various projects during our partnership, and we wanted to memorialize his contributions in the Destiny universe. We wish all of his family, friends, and everyone he impacted during his life the very best. Thank you to everyone in the community who joins us in remembering this warm soul. So yeah, very nice of them. I'm excited to see what the quest is. I think it's gonna be
See
really
like
cool.
what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, if I recall correctly, there are many games who have deemed certain people on their team worth of adding to the game. So I wonder if we're gonna get like an NPC that
Yeah, maybe.
presents that character, so he's immortalized in the game. Which I honestly, if I ever made a game, that would be like the coolest thing ever.
Oh,
To be like
100%.
immortalized that way.
100%. I think that's like one of the coolest things. So anyway, back to Europa. We still have 3 more spots that we need to cover. before the game comes back up. Let's talk about Cadmus Ridge, because I mentioned that Cadmus Ridge and Evertide Ruins, maybe even the Asterion Abyss, has something to do with the raid that's coming. So, for those that don't know, the raid is going to be taking place in the Deepstone Crypts, and that has heavy influences. Where actually it's where the Exo were created, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's where the Exo are born and made, and like their mind or whatever is like put into the exoskeleton, and then I guess they get sent out to other planets or whatever, however they're gonna describe it. But
that might be a really good opportunity for them to bring into light a little bit more about maybe what happens when they get rebooted too.
Yeah, that too.
Because we might get some lore featuring Cade or even Banshee 44.
Yeah, exactly. And like that'll just be really sick. So Cadmus Ridge says snowy landscape and the last known location of the buried Bray Exoscience facility. So this seems to be the Exo like a research facility. But then the Deepstone Crypt, which is somewhere in here, it's probably not like on the map. It's probably one of these like circles, because like on the destination map that we have currently, when you go to a location, it has the circles. One of them is gonna be a strike or whatever, or a couple strikes, and then the other one is gonna be like the raid if it's big enough. So I think like this bottom left one is the raid. That's why I think like somewhere near maybe Cadmus Ridge is where the Deepstone Crypt is.
I mean, to be fair though, a lot of the maps, they don't have like the symbol like right on top of where it exists on the map, so it'll probably feature it.
Exactly, yeah, it's somewhere off to the side. So that's why I'm thinking that like if inside the trailer where like the Exo were, and it's all like white and gold, I think like we enter Cadmus Ridge or whatever, the Exoscience facility, and like that's why I think it's a part of like that location is where the raid is gonna be. But like not necessarily the raid itself, you have to like enter like the little icon.
It's such a pretty map too.
It really
is.
I
feel like all of our maps in Destiny are beautiful, but I feel like this one, and with the ice, it looks really beautiful.
Oh yeah, it looks really nice.
I'm like trying to save it, but they're too crafty with their
their
HTML.
Exactly. And then we have Charon's Crossing, the site of Europa's communication center, and the origin of distress signals sent by Varix. So, with Varix, since you didn't play Destiny 1, did you?
No, I didn't.
Right. Varix, he was a huge part of one of the like the smaller DLCs for Destiny 1, which is House of Wolves, and somewhere he was over the Prison of Elders, where the Barons were in Forsaken, and it was said that Varix was the one that like let out the Fanatic and the other Barons and the Scorn and stuff like that, and assisted Uldren, and he's basically guilty by association because like Uldren killed Cade and all that whole thing.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people are thinking that Varix was supposed to be a bad guy, but in the trailer, and according to this little tidbit right here, it says like there was a distress signal sent by Varix. So we probably will get some explanation in some way. But like I'm very curious where they're gonna take the whole Varix thing.
I'm excited too.
Oh, yeah.
Although I hate him so much. How dare you take Cade away?
Right,
Anyway.
I know. Yeah. But and then the last one they go over is Beyond, which is an old friend awaits us in the clearing that overlooks the conflict between light and dark. So my prediction for like the way we start on Europa before like we actually start exploring everything is we'll probably start in Beyond, because the old friend that they're talking about here is the Exo Stranger, because the Exo Stranger played a pretty strong part in Destiny 1, at least in the beginning, and then went away. So now that she's back, she's probably calling us here first, to show us the pyramid and everything with Eris and, you know, the Drifter. And then we'll probably start somewhere in Beyond, and then probably move to Charon's Crossing to meet up with Varix. And then we'll probably go back to the pyramid or wherever to get our to get our darkness subclass. And then after that, we'll probably be able to explore a lot more or start unlocking stuff to explore. Yeah, that's how I think it's gonna go. What do you think?
Honestly, it's really hard for me to tell because I feel like they're trying to introduce so much lore from the previous game, as well as if they're like, oh hey, if you never got a chance to play Destiny 1, here's all the stuff that is bubbling beneath the surface.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna affect you. So I feel a little out of my element in regards of like trying to make predictions that way, because I'm just
That's
sort
fair.
of going off of like what I know already.
Right. That's 100% fair. Cause yeah, I think they're definitely starting to implement like a lot of the older stuff, like finally to like tying it in, like connecting all the dots essentially. So I think if anything, they're gonna have like, you know, oh, if you did kind of like how at the beginning of Destiny 2, how like some people that if they did play Destiny 1 and they like transferred over their like old accounts from their Destiny 1 account, like back when it was only on PS4, of course I had my Destiny 1 account, my Destiny 1 character transferred to Destiny 2. That's who my character, that's who my actual character is, and I brought him to PC and everything. But,
Which is really cool that they let you do that.
Right. But like before you actually started up the game, it actually brought up like your highlights from like different things you did back in Destiny 1, like, you know, starting the game itself, going into the Vault of Glass, defeating Crota, Oryx, you know, doing the House of Wolves thing, and then like essentially doing like all the major like highlight stuff, and then you start your journey flying back to the tower or whatever. But so I think they're gonna do like something similar for like those that didn't play Destiny 1. Like they're probably
Which is gonna be really nice.
Yeah, because like they're probably gonna go into a little bit more detail when like you meet up with the Exo Stranger, since like it'll be your first time and your character's first time meeting the Exo Stranger, but it won't be my character's first time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wonder if there'll be some interesting dialogue.
Yeah.
I don't
Makes
even
me
know
curious.
if they're gonna pick that out for people like you who have transferred your character
Yeah.
over. Like, I wonder if there's gonna be like a, I see you, like finger guns.
Exactly.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
It's like, hey,
you.
I remember you.
Miss you, boo.
Right.
And you're gonna be like,
Exactly.
don't talk to me.
Right. Yeah, cause like I believe it was one of the missions in Destiny 2 where like when you get introduced to the Taken for the first time, like it was your first introduction to the Taken, and like they mention Oryx or whatever and they go into detail. But then for me, when I got to see the Taken again, since it was my second time, they say like, oh, I thought we killed Oryx or whatever, because like back in Destiny 1 you go into King's Fall and you kill Oryx like officially inside of his like throne world or whatever. So it basically is Ascendant realm. But so yeah, like it's little touches like that where like, you know, you got the veteran player that came from Destiny 1, so like he already knows this stuff, so like, you know, they have special dialogue, and then, you know, the newer player or the new light player would go into this and be like, oh, they actually like explain everything, like, you know, they go into a bit more detail, which is also like it also kind of ties in with how like they're gonna be adding like all the lore for everyone to read like right off the bat for free when Beyond Light starts, and I think that's like another huge help. And then also along with like the whole lifetime thing that we talked about,
Right.
how like they're adding like all the lifetime quest or whatever, so you can like learn more. It's kind of like a pseudo tutorial. And you talked about how like even though you've been playing for a bit, like there's still a lot you don't know, and like that'll be really good to like, you know, learn a lot more about the systems, maybe learn some things that you didn't know, even though you've been like doing some of the things anyway, but like now you actually get to know like what you're doing and like, you know, what it's about and all that.
It'll be really nice for people to catch up, and I think it's important because ever since Bungie was under the claws of Activision.
Uh-huh.
I felt
I
like
can sign in now, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me pull up. And
Yeah.
then I felt like they were all about making stuff exclusive for people who are active right now. Like they weren't
Yeah.
inclusive to new players. They kind of just like, oh, you're a new player? Slap your butt, get in there. And you're like,
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm doing. So I like how they're trying to be inclusive and helpful to these new people who have never, like, let's say I've never played Destiny before.
yeah.
It can be really overwhelming.
Oh, 100%. Cause before they planned on adding like this pseudo tutorial that I'm calling it with the whole lifetime
Mhm.
quest thing with next season, it felt really bad to have like new players join, because I had a friend join and they start up the game. They're like, okay, cool. They completed like, you know, the new light introduction mission where like, you know, you go to the Cosmodrome, you wake up in the Cosmodrome, you fight the Fallen or whatever, then you take the
Yeah.
ship and you go to the tower. But
Yeah.
after that, it's just like, okay, what do I do next?
Yeah.
You have all these missions, you have like all these strikes or whatever, and it's just like, okay, what am I supposed to do now?
I feel like it would be beneficial for them to, like, when you sign up or when you go when you're in the Cosmodrome, I feel like it should give you a couple options. Like, one, I've already played before and I just like I'm a returning person, or I'm a new person, and then also have the option of like guide me on my quest
Yeah.
or let me be on my own. So cuz I can see both sides of the spectrum where like I'm a new player, maybe I like to go out and find all of the quests, but sometimes it's nice to kind of take a backseat and be guided to like what you should be focusing on next, like chronologically in the
True.
quest line.
True. Yeah, cause like cause I know like a lot of people like don't like being handheld. They want to like explore and do their own thing. But like it's also good to have some form of tutorial so you have like at least a general idea of where you're going. You know, like where to start at least. Because I know like the reason why they're adding the Cosmodrome as like an actual destination we can visit and like explore is because like one, that was the first destination we actually got to like fully explore back in Destiny 1. So you'll be able to see a lot of the stuff that we got to do and everything, especially like in the alpha and the beta. And then it's also like I feel like that'll be a good way for like when new players fully join, they'll have you know the little intro section. They'll go to the tower. And it's like, oh, go back to the Cosmodrome and learn about this or whatever, or do some of this stuff, and you know learn more about the Fallen this way, or explore and learn about your abilities this way and stuff like that. Or like however they're gonna do it. They're probably gonna like weave in the Cosmodrome in some way, but like that's why I really like the lifetime thing or whatever they could plan on adding. It's like it'll probably be like, oh, you can do this, but then there's also these things to do, and then they probably like give like a bit of a description, maybe some detail about it. I think it's pretty good. Okay,
All
so.
right, well, I just came in and it gave me a thing about Mr. Helsum,
Okay.
and it looks kind of like a URL, and I'm gonna plug this into a browser really quick.
Oh, you're talking about the CB nav run Mind Lab?
Yeah,
It's
Apparently-
actually something we do in game.
but it led me to a YouTube video.
Okay. Alright, so it says Anna's detected a signal from a Golden Age research station on Mars that just came back online. Investigate the area and report back to Anna with your findings. Okay. If you
The
wanna-
YouTube video was uploaded 2 years ago, and it was actually for the Mind Lab elevator service
Oh, okay.
quest.
Yeah.
So they just kind of took a little bit from that. So that's
That's
fine.
fair.
I just really wanted to know.
That's fair.
Okay.
You can join on me and then we'll go to Mars and check it out.
Okay.
I believe I know where this is. If I remember correctly.
Please wait while you're being connected with your fire team. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. To Mars we go. We'll check this out. Go and then do the quest, and then after that I'll go over like the stuff for resets today, and
Mhm.
then we'll see if the interference mission is different. See if it's the final one. After that, probably do some reset stuff like some strikes, maybe some crucible if you want, and then
Well, I don't know if I have that much time.
Right.
Let me
That's
check.
fair. But you do got to go back to work eventually.
Yeah. There is approximately 15 minutes left, so I'll probably just do this quest and then I'll jump out. But I definitely want to jump back in later when I'm
Sure.
off.
Yeah, because once I end, like I'm still down to like play off stream. So yeah. And then chat later on today, I might be streaming some League of Legends, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's check out this
Should
quest.
we summon our sparrows right away? Is it far?
No, we can just straight up run. We
Okay.
gotta run inside.
Run inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Time for Yuka Ball. Get out of here. Sounded oddly drifter there for a second. That was weird.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I believe it is through here.
Wait
This
up for me a
way.
little.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. This way. Watch out. Okay. Go through this way. This way.
Like, Neil, get in there. I was like, what's my Neil button again?
This way. Yeah, it should be this little thing. Here we go. Right here. Crouch. Oh.
Like, what are you talking about? There's nothing here there, my dude.
There
Yeah,
we go.
okay.
Yeah. Get up in here.
How'd you find this normally?
Wait, is this it?
Anything? It keeps like kind of pointing at it. Not giving me an maybe it's not open?
Maybe this isn't it. Okay, let's keep exploring. 'Cause if I remember correctly, this is the mine lab area.
So
Yeah,
dark
mine
in here.
lab.
I wish I could just like turn on my flashlight whenever I wanted.
Right. Okay.
Did you try hitting E when you were over there, even if you didn't see the thing?
Yeah, I tried. There was nothing. So yeah, I don't. It might not be in there. Let's keep
There's
going.
a crystal over here that says requires override frequency.
Oh yeah, that's part of the resonant stem thing.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was new.
Oh no, you're good. Alright.
I
Let's
am.
go.
I'm on lunch for a few more minutes, but me and Ateno are on a stream. We're exploring the.
The new little quest.
Yeah, we're trying to find the new quest.
Over here.
I promise.
Over here. There we go. I didn't mean to jump down.
You're
Go
fine.
this way. Go up here. Did you name what was it? Awesome. Okay.
Oh. Fell down.
Oh, did you fall down?
Yeah, I did.
Should
I was
be
trying to
able
like
avoid
jump onto the side to see if I could find some like other ledges or things to like investigate, and I fell.
it. Oh.
I think you're right. I just don't think it's up yet. Where we were earlier.
It might not be where we were earlier. Yeah, I'm seeing like if there's another like monitor or something we can activate. Okay.
Down here. Nope.
Monitors around, but none of them activate. Trying to look for the one we saw in the picture, but I don't see them. Well, I know we're gonna be able to go inside, but yeah, let's check inside. I know this is Rasputin. Okay.
If we go over the edge here, do we die?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, so maybe it's not in here. Let's go back to Anna Bray. See if she has like anything to say.
I'll just travel out there.
Because all the quest says is investigate the area and report back to Anna. So,
Couple monitors around her, so
yeah, exactly.
We can't let the Hive claim this.
Yeah, there are people here now, so let's just follow them essentially. Should be one of the monitors, maybe. Talk to her. There's other people here. They're trying to figure it out too.
Anything I can help with?
Okay, she has
ours
nothing
is
to
so
say
hot
yet.
right now.
She has nothing to say yet, so let's see. I know there was like an interactive map for the Braytech stuff, because I was looking for a few other things. Okay.
There's a lot of like panels with doors next to them, so I'm gonna see if any of those are gonna activate for us.
Okay.
I wonder if this guy really liked exploring. Maybe he's like, man, you gotta find it.
Yeah, cause cause we're in the mine lab area. Mine lab. Oh, yeah. So we're in the mine lab area, so maybe the monitor somewhere here?
Where are you? Are you closer to Anna or?
Yeah, I was a little bit closer to Anna. I'm gonna be. It wouldn't be this.
I hit, but
Yeah, I was just talking about
it's
like.
just going over like stuff we've heard before.
Yeah. In here. There's a lot of monitors in here. Spawning. Guessing not. Okay. Guess we keep moving. Oh, it's right here, right here, right here.
Okay.
Found it. This little room right here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Here it is.
Yeah. I'll investigate.
Why did that take us so long?
Oh.
Investigate.
Did anything else happen for you?
No. Did anything happen for you?
No.
There's no stakes on this plane.
Investigate. Oh, since we investigated, I guess we gotta go back to Anna Bray. Cause it did say like investigate and then like.
Oh, go talk to her.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try it and then I gotta
Investigate
get
the
going.
area and then okay, yeah.
I want to make sure I don't get late for work.
Right. So yeah,
Darn work.
Right.
Darn societies and all those things.
Yeah, let's go back to Anna Bray and then. Gots to go.
Too bad it took us so long to find it. We'll
Yeah, I
definitely do
know.
it later.
Yeah, I wish like there wasn't like an extended maintenance. That sucked.
Oh man, I would have had so much fun.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, here we go.
Okay.
I can't believe you found this, Anna says. It's Helsum's journal. Helsum was an xenoarchaeologist during the Golden Age. He believed there were instances of contact
Still in one
between
piece?
extrasolar species and humanity, long before the Traveler. By all accounts, Helsum was a cigar-smoking, whiskey-drinking explorer who hated flying. He'd refused to use jump ships for planetary exploration, would just hop on a rover and drive halfway across Mars to do his research. In spite of all that, every log entry I've ever heard made it sound like he was the happiest guy in the room. His laugh was just... Anna seems lost for a moment. I don't know if Wholesome ever found what he was looking for. According to this, he stayed here through the collapse because he believed in something. I guess I'll have to make that choice too. Aww.
Oh.
Exotic cipher currency. Historical data preserved as luminous matter, valuable to those who study humanity's past. Present it to Zur or Cryptarch to receive a reward. You can only hold one of the same at a time. I've never had one of those.
Apparently I already have one, so I can't pick it up. But
Oh no.
what happens when you pick it up?
It just goes in my inventory.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Rasputin logged a substantial
Alright,
amount
well.
of Guardian traffic at some
Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Let's make
Oh,
it
that was
happen.
really sweet though. I loved all
Yeah,
those
that's
words she
nice.
said.
Yeah, that was
All right.
nice.
I'll talk to you later, Otano. You have a good day.
Alright then.
stranger.
Thank you for being here.
Problem boy.
Alright, bye. Well, chat, that was very nice. That was pretty nice. It was a nice, sweet little homage to
Rasputin needs us.
the man here. Awesome. Unfortunately, I already have an exotic cipher. But good to know that it's right here. Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Let me know if you find anything to check out.
Alright. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. AKA weekly resets. Let me start a fresh recording of it. Alright, hello. Welcome to another weekly resets. I just recently did the little honor quest. It was really nice. Everyone should go and explore, find it, check it out, and then go back to Anna Bray, and you get to see some nice words about him. Very nice. You also get an exotic cipher at the end, so if you already have one, you can't really pick it up, but still works out either way. So of course, for the resets of September 22nd, 2020, this would have been Beyond Light launch day, but it is now moved to November 10th, as you all know. But the rest of the weekly reset is as follows. For the store, you have, Grasping Thoughts. You have this ship. Looks kind of odd if you ask me. You have Cabal Entrance and Grayscale Undergrowth. For their main brightness page, you have Keep It Clean. You have Waking Nightmare, which looks sick, by the way. I should have moved my watching this live on stream. Very professional of me, if you ask me. And then you have the Ghost Shell. You have the Sparrow. Hand Cannon Vogue. Ahead of its time. You got the moat production. You have these shaders. You have Only the Finest. Loot chest effects. And Tiger effects. That's that. And then of course the interference mission is on Titan this week. And the Flashpoint is IO this week. Oh, the Contact public event. My bad. For strikes, you have Solar Singe, Grounded, Brawler. For the Nightfall Ordeal, you have the Hellas Basin. And same thing for the Grand Master. Nightfall. For the basic Nightfalls, you have Garden World, Exodus Crash, and the Corrupted. And then for Crucible, you have your normal stuff here, but for the rotating playlist, you have Clash and Breakthrough. You have your normal Gambit stuff, of course. For the Moon, for the raid, the challenge is to the top. And then for the Nightmare Hunts, you have Fear, which is Fogoth, Despair, which is Crota, and Insanity, which is Fnatic. And then Mysterious Disturbances, the campaign mission. You have your dungeon. And of course you have your other dungeon reward here. And of course means to an end. I'm gonna pick it up and see if there is anything special with this means to an end this week. There may not be, but I'm gonna check anyway. Also, I did talk about the new trailer that came out. That'll be uploaded in like its own little section thing. So yeah. Okay. Check out and see if there's anything new and special. If not, we might be ending. Let me see. Seems to be normal so far. See what Soraya Hawthorne has. She's glowing for me. Blinking, whatever.
Tell your clanmates I said hi.
Oh, doing the Nightfall a whole bunch.
So you Guardians are
Nice,
all
good
about
job.
symbols. Bye.
Distant Tumulus. Not the best perks, but that's okay. I'll keep it, why not? Yep. That is it for now. This wasn't gonna be very long. Wanted to do the special mission, go over the new things that were released earlier, and yeah, that is it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm used to doing my outro for Twitch. Comment, like, and subscribe. Stay awesome, and I will see you, lovely YouTube people, next time. Bye. All right, chat, and that's it. That's it for us as well. If there is a new interference mission, I will record it and upload it, but I'm not gonna stream the whole thing because it'll take longer than probably what it needs to be. So yeah, other than that, I love y'all very much. Stay awesome, and I will see you wonderful people later today with maybe League of Legends. I don't know. Stay tuned. Peace.